Hey, what's up, y'all? Jonathan here. Ain't got much time. Just getting home from work, and I gotta rest myself. Gotta get myself together. Reset. It's been a long week. Oh my God, I don't know if anybody else has felt that, but I'm not gonna be up here for a long time. I'm gonna be up here for a strong time because I got a message from God to give you. A lot of people have been asking, where you been? Why you not on live? You just up there on Saturdays and that type of thing, giving an encouraging word. And I'm like, you know what? I would love to be on live. I would love to be on live. But the thing about it is, I just get up here and give words of encouragement when God gives it to me. And so the Spirit definitely instructed me today to give a word of encouragement. And so here I am. Make it real short. I was on my game. I have a game that I play every day is Royal Match. I know a lot of y'all know about Royal Match. Did that, and in playing that game, you know, it's different levels to the game. And so I think I'm on level like 416 or something. Cool game, love the game. And every level, it might get a little harder. You know, they'll give you a little brief description on that level saying, you know, getting ready to do this level, it might be extremely hard, or it might just be kind of hard, or, you know, this is like whatever. And so I'm looking at this game and I'm playing or whatever, and effortlessly I'm playing, right? I'm matching little pieces up and I'm winning. And like at the end of the game, it's like, Royal Match, you won. I'm like, wow, that's what's up. What's up, Tay? I'm like, good. And at the end of the game, at the end of each game, at the end of each level, it says, well done. That's my sign from God right there. Truck is in my neighborhood blowing the horn. Thank you, Lord. And may this message find the right people at the right time. I believe in that wholeheartedly. So if you're on this live, I believe wholeheartedly what is meant for you will not miss you. So I'm not just doing this in vain. So number one, thank you so much for taking the time and being obedient to tap on this video. I believe that God has a message for you. So I'm playing my Royal Match game, just doing my thing, playing effortlessly, and I'm winning, right? I'm like, yo, this is good. At the end of each game, it says, well done. A little star come up there and a little royal pillow and stuff. And I'm like, I'm winning, good. And I do another one. And I'm like, all right, well done. Won again. All right, great. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, cool. I said, I'm going to just keep right on playing until I don't win to see how many times I can win. And God tells me in that moment, listen, tell the people, well done. Before you die, I know you're looking for this message when you get to heaven. I know you're looking for this message whenever you get to the white throne judgment. I know you're looking for this message and these words to come from God himself whenever you cross over to death. But I want to let you know that God is telling me before you die, there's a well done for you here. And this is your well done. God told me, he told me to tell you, well done. Well done. Well done for being an alchemist and taking all of that pain that you've had to endure in life and turn it into purpose. Well done for not allowing those people and the pressure to perform to turn your heart into stone. Well done for not becoming an angry, bitter person like they were. You had every right. You had every justification. You were validated in all of your anger. But God is saying, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Well done for not leaving you when it got hard. Well done for finding the courage to tell people no this year and mean it. Well done for sticking to your guns. Well done for saying what you mean and mean what you say. Well done. God is saying that right now to everybody who is watching this video, this live. Well done. You did good. I know it got hard. I know the next chapter seemed like it was going to be extremely hard. It seemed like the next phase of your life was going to be kind of difficult because you had to let some people go, but well done. Because you have to understand that it's about you. You have to understand that in all of that you've seen and all that you played out and everything you've experienced and lived through, you lived through it. You made it. You can't give up now. You can't. And God is sending his spirit. He's sending your ancestors. He's sending all kinds of signs and symbols and synchronicities. When I started this live, when I got the confirmation to do this live, the confirmation was that it was a 123, 123. That's always my confirmation, because I'm like, you know what? That's God. That's perfect alignment for me. I know that's God telling me go. Do it now. Tell the people, well done. Good job for sticking in there. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for not leaving you. Well done. Well done. Don't you know that there's something on the other? You've been faithful over a few. Now I'm going to make you rule over many. Now we start to shout about that part. Like, I'm gonna get ruler. I'm going to be whatever. But listen, another level, another depth. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. So what God is saying is, well done with taking the pressure of life. Well done with undergirding yourself with truth and being truthful with yourself and to yourself and the people around you, because that's what real integrity is about. Stop creating the life that you don't want in your mind and create the life that you do want. I've told y'all over and over, faith and fear go together. They're the same thing. They're like first cousins, like identical first cousins. They work the exact same way. That's why there's nothing to fear but fear itself. And there's nothing to faith but faith itself. Just believe. That's all you have to do. Believe. Believe that God is speaking to you right now, telling you, well done. Thank you for not giving up on yourself. Thank you for being the business owner that I've called you to be. God is saying, well done already. I know we're looking for well done on the other side, but well done right now. Well done today for speaking your truth, even if your voice shakes. Well done for saying no to others who were completely against what you were saying. Well done for setting boundaries for yourself and sticking to it. Well done for releasing those things out of your life that no longer serve you. Well done for releasing those people out of your life that no longer serve you. Let me tell you something. Nasty TMI, shocker alert, get ready. I was telling somebody who was having a conversation about dental work today. And I was telling somebody before that when you don't floss your teeth, you can brush every day, but if you don't floss your teeth, that food that gets up, if you eat a big juicy steak, that big juicy steak that was so good and it served you so well while you were there at that restaurant is now stuck in between your teeth. And if you don't floss, it's just like putting that steak out of your mouth, chewed up on a plate, and putting it in the refrigerator and unplugging the refrigerator. Hot meat. That's all it is. So we wonder why we get cavities and that type thing. What I'm telling you is, you got to be able to know that you got to go down deep. You can't just brush over your life. You got to floss. You got to get into that deep part of your heart. You got to get down into the deep part of your soul. Go into the valley, the darkest part, and find out what it is that you need. Find out what it is that you're missing. Find out what it is that happened to you in your childhood that hindered you and took your voice away. But while you're doing that, take time to celebrate. God is saying, well done. Well done. You're doing a good job. Hey, Toya. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, well done. Christina, hey, well done, y'all. You did it. You made it. You survived. You've never not survived. You've never not made it. Deep. Matter of fact, make it is in your DNA. How about that? And I believe that because you have made it so far, I hear God so clearly this afternoon, and I got to go rest myself and lay myself down. But I wanted to give this message before I did because I felt like God wanted this message to be released right now. Because you made it beyond what your parents did, because you made it, because you survived beyond what people said you would, there's a greater level of anointing that's coming your way. There's a greater level of business that's coming your way. There's a greater level of money, finances, a tax bracket. I really hear expansion in this moment. There's going to be a lot of expansion, and that's why it was so painful, the stuff that you went through, because God was stretching you. He was expanding you. Why? Because he knew some of us wouldn't let go of some of the things that we needed to let go of in order to make space for everything he's about to drop on us. So he has to expand us. He has to stretch us. He has to pull us out of our comfort zone to show us that we can grow, we can stretch, we can do all things through Christ, because he's going to give us the strength to do it. You are strong. Don't let that bother you. You're strong for a reason. You do talk hard. You talk hard for a reason. You think kings back in the Bible days taught weak and little and jellyback? No. Ambassadors, they went over there and be like, this is what we need for the country. We ain't got no water, and this is what you finna do for us. If you one of those, God has use for your aggression. God's got use. He can use all of that. I was telling one of my homeboys, used to sell drugs back in the day real hard and strong. I'm like, bro, telling me about numbers and stuff, eighth and whatever, you know. I'm like, yo, do you not see that with all these numbers that you're working with, you're supposed to be a chemist, dude? He was like, what's that? Exactly. So I called my friend who is a chemist, a biochemist, let them talk to each other. And the guy from the street was talking to the biochemist, and before you knew it, they were talking about the same thing, had the same language, and understood each other, but never met, never been on the same path. What am I saying? I'm saying that we are all in this together. If you take time to stop and sit with yourself, I don't care if somebody's gay. I don't care if somebody's not the same color as you. I don't care if they're not the same sexual orientation as you. If you stop and really listen to what people are saying, stop and ask somebody how their day is going. I don't care how different they are from you. We're all in this together, and I promise you that if you take the time to listen to what people say, I promise you, you will find yourself in that person. I don't care if they're different from you. I don't care if they look different from you. I don't care if you're 3 pounds and they're 3,000 pounds. You will find yourself in that other person if you really take time to do it. And then after that, you'll find out that the differences that we have as humans aren't really that different. They're actually gifts. Because where I may be weak, Latoya may be strong in another area. Where I may be born, I might have been traumatized as a child and can't have a bunch of men that I don't know around me. Y'all follow me? Because it's a family show. Somebody else that's in connection with me might be able to have a better relationship with me. I've always had I had more sisters than I had brothers, so I've always had a better relationship, and I had my mom, and I've always had a better relationship with women than I've had with men. It wasn't until I found my last barber that I realized I got a problem with going to the barbershop. I was a gay little black boy that didn't know about sports, didn't know about women, didn't know about none of that stuff. I just knew what I knew. And that's where grace comes in, because people just don't know what they don't know. You can't judge them based off of that. Listen, you didn't know what you didn't know. We get so mad and so caught up in ourselves and can't give ourselves grace for the mistakes that we made in the past, but you got to realize you're not that same person anymore. You've grown past that. You're not that same stupid teenager that don't know the difference between sativa and indica. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to do the same stuff. You have to give yourself grace, because if you could literally take everything that you know now, my mama used to say, if I knew then what I know right now, if you could take yourself right now with all the growth, all the development, all of the learning that you've done, and take yourself back to when you were a child and you messed up, back to when you were a young adult and you failed, back to that unsuccessful part, you wouldn't have made the same decision. Am I right? I know I'm right. You have to give yourself grace. Stop beating yourself up. Stop self-sabotaging. Stop talking so negatively to yourself. We talk so horribly to ourselves. Where we get that from? Mom and daddy? Because they talk horribly about us too. Ooh, you got a cute little girl. Is that your little girl? Yeah, but she bad. That's not the follow-up. Yeah, he's smart. Yeah, this is my son. He's smart. Yes, this is my daughter. Yes, this is my daughter. She's smart. That's the follow-up. Speak well to yourself. We have this, it's so crazy, because as I walk this spiritual path and I talk to people about ancestors, they're like, I don't want to talk about no ancestors. You woke. And I'm like, you don't want to talk about ancestors, but when your grandma died, you put her on the front of a shirt and put some wings on the back of her and told her to keep watching over y'all. I'm confused. How is one thing good but another thing ain't good? Half the stuff we talk about in church don't make sense, but we make it make sense. I don't want to make something make sense again in my life. If it's not real, if it's not truth, I don't want it. I don't care how pretty that car is. If that motor is bad, I don't want it. And I feel like that about, I don't care how beautiful that house is, but guess what? If that thing got a leaky roof, keep that. Because what I'm signing up for is going to cost me more in the long run. I ain't got the time, the patience, or the money. You hear me? And so you got to get a system. System. S-Y-S-T-E-M. S-Y-S-T-E-M. System. Saving yourself time, energy, money. If you get a system, you'll save yourself time, which is the real currency, because you can't get that back. Energy, you ain't gonna get that back either. Y'all know we done talk to some people and it just drains you to talk to them, or it drains you for them to come around or whatever. It's like, bro, I gotta have some good energy to talk to you. Save yourself that energy. Walmart did it. They said, look, we know before the pandemic we was open 24/7, but after this pandemic, we ain't gonna do it. We're gonna close at 11 o'clock. And guess what? Y'all gonna adjust. And guess what? We did. Ain't nobody knocking on the front of Walmart door at 11:05 talking about, let me get one more thing. Let me just get one more thing. No, you ain't doing that. You're respecting the boundaries that they put there. You're going to. And that's the way you have to be. You got to be just like Walmart. You want to be an entrepreneur? Be Walmart. Tell everybody who feels like they need to have access to you all the time, I'm no longer available 24/7. They will adjust. Can't do it. Hey, Brandon, can I get a cut real quick, bro? Like, bro, can I get a cut real quick, like a stand-up fade or something, bro? No, because my business hours are from here to here. Monica, can you please get me an appointment over there at Community Action and tell them that I need to see them, whatever, because I need my light bill paid? No, can't do no extra favors, because the office hours are from here to here. Save yourself that time, save yourself that energy, and save yourself some money. But you got to know that the work you've been putting in, it ain't for nothing. Respect your time, respect your energy, and respect your money, and make others respect it. You got to teach people how to treat you. That's just it. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Take it from an ex-pleaser. Ex-pleaser, grew up in the country, they told me to do whatever grown folks told you to do. And even sometimes now, and I'll be 40 years old in May, even sometimes now, because of where I got hindered with that mindset, I sometimes forget when I'm talking to an adult that I'm an adult too. I deserve that same level of respect. So guess what? Gotta let you know how it is. But yeah, I ain't mean to go through all that. I just wanted to tell you that God said, well done. Before you get to the other side, well done right now. You're doing a good job. Keep going. Don't stop. Even with that game, you're going to keep getting well done. Don't even let the thought register in your head. Let me see how long I'll do this before it get bad. Don't. Enjoy what you got right now. It don't matter what you went through. You ain't even got to be grateful for what you went through, because that shit hurt. Can I say that and be real? It hurt. It hurt real bad. The embarrassment, the failure, the loss. Come look at this house God gave me, and then you got foreclosed on. Come look at this car God let me get. You done shout all over the church about that car, and then it gets repoed. What are you supposed to do about that? It hurt. It hurt. And so what you have to do is, you don't have to appreciate what happened. Just know that you're good. It happened for a reason, for you to see something, for you to get to the other side. But before you get there, baby, well done on that shadow work you've been doing. Well done with sitting with yourself and figuring out what's wrong with you before you pray for somebody else and their attitude. Because that's what real prayer is. God will show you first. Not everybody else. God, you're getting on my nerves. I want you to do something about it. I don't ask God to do that too, to a couple of folks. He shows you first, because it's about you. It's not about your church. It's not about your business. It's about you. You. Because without you, there's no church. There is no business. There is no school. There is no job. You. So if you're not good for you, you're not good for anybody else. Especially those people who have committed themselves to benefiting off how you can serve them. Can I say that? Because there's some people that no longer serve you, but you still serving them. Baby, get out of there. Get out of there. That steak that you ate at the restaurant served you, but when you didn't floss it out your mouth and got them little pricklies in there in the middle of your teeth, that steak don't serve you no more. The steak that you had at the restaurant served you. You got to floss and get that out of there. This don't serve me no more. I got to excavate this. This don't serve me no more. I got to get out of this. I got to get out of this relationship. I got to get out of this house. I got to get out of this car. It's killing me. I'm about to drown in debt. Get out of it. Leave. And it's not running. Sit with yourself first. Then you'll know you're not running. Because what's going to happen if you don't sit with yourself and you just keep running and getting out of stuff without sitting with yourself first to see why you got it in the first place, you're going to get making that same thing. So let me help you. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you always got. I love y'all. That's it. That's all I got. I'm about to go lay down and rest myself. No, I'm about to go shower now. I'm going to rest myself. Because it's been a long day. It's been a long week. I hope this helps somebody. Share this video. Tag somebody in it. Cut it up. Do what you got to do. But yeah, just know that whoever this message is for, I hope it finds you at the right time, because God is saying, well done to you. I got more in store for you. It might get a little heavier, but I'm with you. Don't forget that. You're never by yourself. You're never by yourself. I love you guys. Please stay encouraged. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.